Hello, this is Mitch King with the September 29th Daily Stock Picks newsletter. Here's the Dow Jones, a record day in terms of points of down 777 when the Congress did not pass the expected rescue bill package. No one expected to not pass, so the sell-off really created the 17th largest percentage drop of 7% and the largest drop in points. Here's the NASDAQ Composite, drop over 9%, almost 200 points on the NASDAQ, which is unbelievable. Apple dropped 23 points on two downgrades from different brokerage firms, which coincided on one of the worst days in history of the market. This is a favorite stock that I've traded over the last year or two. I'll be looking for this to bounce at some point. I want to see a larger increasing volume and a sharper drop tomorrow before considering to purchase. Let's take a look at, before we go on to some other stock, let's take a look at the volatility index. This is the CBOE, which is Chicago Board of Options Exchange. It's a market volatility index. This is an indicator that is your primary indicator to decide when to be buying. It's going to be one point at which it's at its highest, which usually stocks are at its lowest. What you're trying to do is you're trying to measure the maximum point of fear or panic in the market, and this index is the way to do that. I'll show you an E-Trade real-time 3-minute or 1-minute chart that shows that, and that's right here. You can see it right here. It went over $48, closed at 46. It's not dollars, 48 points, and it closed at 46.72. And very likely we're going to see a follow-through. Watch this on a 3-minute with 2 days of information on there, and that is your point at which you're trying to look for opportunity to be buying long. You're trying to buy stocks of the highest quality, the highest caliber. You're going to have to do a little homework on your side, on your end, which stocks are your favorites. I get some combination of some financial stocks, maybe a little bit of commodity stocks, housing, technology, healthcare, and possibly some ETFs, the exchange-traded funds that represent sectors or various stock indexes. I'm not convinced the energy stocks will have much of a bounce because in this situation where the commodities are dropping so much and the oil running up to 147 a couple months ago really changed the habits of a lot of the consumers who use oil, and there's a new term which is called demand destruction, which the demand for oil has decreased substantially around the world. And with China, which was one of the biggest consumers of oil, have really dropped their consumption as their stock market has been cut by over 65% in the last year and a half. I think there's an enormous opportunity developing this next few days to be buying long stocks. It's going to be really tough for you emotionally and technically, but use the VIX and try to turn on CNBC, try to tell what kind of panic is going on, what kind of news that may be influencing the market. But I'm thinking the next couple days is going to be a good time to be gradually buying some stocks long. Don't get too big. Don't get leverage. Just do it very gradually. Here's that short I had on gold from last week. Hit a high of about 47. Went down today as low as 38.52. That short is definitely over now. I'm surprised to see gold has dropped today, but it went down with all the other commodities. All you guys have a good day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.